following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Jay in Boston. Hey, Jay, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. You really assembled a stable of amazing people. I mean, they all have different strengths, different areas. And, man, each one is a superstar in their own way. I've seen it over the years.
Well, listen, man, we appreciate you being out there growling and prowling with us. If you guys and ladies and tigresses weren't out there, folks, we would have zero.
Yeah, it's unique, and it's and it goes back to your basic belief of an open platform, which I've heard you say that years ago.
Right.
And it's really bearing fruit now, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. It is.
Yeah.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Wow. Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 21, NASDAQ up 2, S&P's flat, gold contract down $5.80, trading at $12.73 an ounce. Silver down 14 cents, $16.61 an ounce. Platinum up $2.50 at $9.48 an ounce. Copper flat at $2.88 a pound. Light sweet crude up 44 cents, $49.60 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 4 ticks, 126.03. 30-year bond up 6 ticks, 154.07. King dollar down 191 ticks, trading at 92.7110. The euro is at 118.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 110.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. I want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We are at 247.29. Now, the number to keep your eye on going into the close out here, folks, is going to be the 247.48. The reason being is that that's what we're testing out here today. You're going to have lighter volume. We've only done 31 million shares. You're going into, of course, the high, which is 70 million. You're going into Monday, which is 65. We'll see whether it can make it or break it. Dow Industrials, another all-time high in the Dow Industrials. Dow Industrials hit a high out here today of 22,036. You're at 22,006. Don't forget, we have Facebook contest going on, which is Guess the Close. You just go over to Facebook, pull up TFNN, like us on Facebook, tell us what the close is. Bottom line, the cutoff date is 3:30, folks, and we'll know 4 o'clock where that baby closes. NASDAQ Composite. Now, the Composite, folks, we got to 63.94, which was over the high. Well, actually, the high was 63.96 on Wednesday. It looks like you're going to close below it. The volume looks that it's also going to be below it. So the NASDAQ, as well as the NDX 100, looks like it's going to fail on price and volume as we come into the Monday's high. The NDX 100 got to a high out here today of 144.52. That's actually going to fail just on price because the volume is going to get expanded. We're coming into 33 million. You've already done 34. Now, the high has 80. Bottom line, we'll see just where this baby shakes out. Now, if the Qs close under 143.90, that would be a bigger indication that you actually have a failure. And what that is this. That is the high of the 9th of June, and that's what we had taken out on the 19th of July. And what that's all going to be about, folks, okay? Let's go over and take a look at Apple. Apple's at all-time highs, held price all day. the price that you want to keep your eye on Apple is the 156.65. We got down to 156.16 today, but Apple does have the juice behind it. It has the volume behind it, has the juice behind it. We'll see whether it can hold on price. Notes, the 10-year note out here, notes and bonds still want higher price. Pretty amazing, actually. The note market, we got to 126.08. You're trading 126.03. You've done 1.2 million shares. Bottom line, that wants the highs of the 14th of June, which is 127.08. 30-year is the same type of setup. Inside the 30-year out here, got to a high today of 154.18. You've done volume of 247,000. That baby looks like it wants to get up into that high, which is 157.08. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here today. You had a price spread from 12.68 to 12.79. You've done 199,000 contracts. You'll end up with doing 200,000 contracts, which is good. That's the bottom line. That's good contract volume. Pushing in, gold is trying to get up into this 1,300 to 1,305 area. My take is that we're actually going to pull back to 1,250 before we run into that area. And the reason is the poor old dollar. The dollar, folks, on a continual basis, just can't catch a bid. But the way that the dollar is trading, each and every time we get to a lower low out here, your volume's contracting dramatically. This little dollar wants to get a little bounce going. And, you know, we'll see if, in fact, it can get going. When you take a look at where we were just July 5th, it's pretty intense. So from July 5th, we went from 96,255 to 92,390. That is about as intense as you can get. You know, you talk about down, fast, furious, all of the above. And we questioned the den, and this is where it's really intriguing, too. The question number one, because it looks to me like when we get this bounce on the dollar, the market's going to take conniptions, which fundamentally it could. So the question was, if the dollar rebounds, what do you think the impact would be in stocks? Yeah, I think the impact in stocks is that they want to go south. The reason I'm saying that is that the couple times that we did get just a little bounce in the dollar, even intraday, these things sell off in about a heartbeat. So, you know, we'll see where it shakes out, but that's what I'm looking at out here. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here, and there's going to be a lot of it. There's so many earnings after the close today, it's amazing. So the king out here today is Apple. Apple's up $8, has the most volume in there. Intel's up 21 cents. You got Marvell down 77 cents. We have Microsoft down 42. Inside the NDX 100, the leaders versus the laggards. Leader out here is Illumina. That's it's up 14%. Today. Apple's up 5.3. You get Discovery up 3%. Taken away from it, Viacom is down at 4.6. You get Vertec down 4%. Lam Research is down 4%. Oh, let's look at Lam Research. That's intriguing. So these have been rocket ships, folks. The chip business. So Lam Research, you're off the high. You have volume coming down. You talk about a leader. This went nonstop from $63 in January of 2016 up to the $165 level. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. 877-927-6648. The Dow is up 38. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are flat. We're going to right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Will interest rates continue to rise? For bold trades on U.S. Treasuries, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade TMF or TMV. Directions daily, 20-plus year, bull and bear, 3 times ETFs. Direction leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 34. You get the NASDAQ off 2. S&Ps are flat. Let's go over and we take a look at silver market out here. So silver trading at a price point of $16.61. What you did out here, you did 74,000 contracts out here today, which is good contract volume. That being said, what you did do is that you got over the swing point of this $16.91, closed underneath it. Bottom line, more than likely what you're going to see is that silver wants to pull back somewhere into this probably 16.50, 16.30. Well, 16.31 is game, actually. So we'll see where that shakes out. If we go to the SLV and we take a look at the SLV is the iShares Silver Trust that does trade off the price of silver. What you're going to see out here is that also tried to, that's actually a little bit clearer when you get that, because you don't have to deal with the future volume and a continuous volume. This is actually a little bit clearer. So it tried to get the higher price, did 5.3 million. You're going into 7 million. It's not the end of the world to get a small pullback somewhere into the 15.53 area. The after the closeout, let's go to the oil market next. So oil numbers came out today, folks. You had the API numbers come out at 10:30. CLU7 oil is trading out here at a price point of $49.57. You've done 814,000 contracts out here today. And you rejected lower price, so this baby wants to go hit the highs again. We hit a high yesterday of $50.48. I suspect the way this is actually looking, your swing high that's out here from the 25th of May more than likely is going to get hit, and that high is $52.38. Now, after the close out here today, we get a lot of these oil stocks coming out with numbers. XLE, the XLE is trading down 42 cents out here today. That hasn't been able to basically hang out at this $67 area for a long period of time. If we look at ExxonMobil, which is the largest weighting structure, no juice inside Exxon. It's up 22%, but no juice whatsoever. Now, Chevron, which has juice, that looks like that also is getting a little bit tired. Would make sense because you're coming into the downdraft from last March. That's coming into 9 million shares. You've done 4, and you've done 4 after a great acceleration off the bottom. Chevron was 102 only a week and a half ago. You got 110 in the number. So That was carrying the weight inside the XLE. If we go over to, so check this one out. This is pretty intense. Pioneer Natural Resources. So this is an independent oil and gas exploration company. It engages onshore, offshore exploration and production. This is at a yearly low right now. Let me see. Okay, so, excuse me, folks. They probably come out with numbers this morning. Yeah, I would say that they did. Okay, so let's see what they're saying here. Well, first, let's take a look at it. So what you have is this. You have a gap down this morning. Put this on a weekly chart. What you're going to see, it's off its high of 199. You're at 144. Monster. Oh, this is a monster ABC down. Okay, let's do it this way. So your A point is approximately 200. Your B is 154. Yeah, so you're dealing with 46 bucks. And you're dealing with 122. Yeah, so 122 is where this baby wants to go to. Your last swing low out here is 103. The high of that low is 117. And yeah, 122 to 127 is game on this baby. So let's see what they did have to say, or what they're saying. So Pioneer Natural Resources dropped 16% after train wreck oil wells dashed the company's growth objectives, and shale assets had higher than expected natural gas content. Pioneer started the day as the worst performer in the S&P after lowering its crude growth target Tuesday. Shares Pioneer lowered its full-year crude production growth by 9%. Amid drilling delays that will postpone some planned production until 2018. The oil is not gone, Dove said during the conference call with analysts on Wednesday. It'll come back when the wells are placed into production in early 2018. The company's drilling crews encountered underground pressure abbreviations in West Texas and New Mexico that resulted in train wreck wells that were more difficult to handle and took longer to finish, he said. That's pretty intense. Because most times, folks, you get these things done pretty quickly. Floortech Industries, a maker of fracking fluids and other products used in shale wells, plunged as much as 41%. Wow. FLO, let's pull that one up. FLOTE. Right there. I see. Oh, man, this is only a $5 stock now anyway. This is a disaster. So look at this. Okay, so I remember the stock as a high flyer, too. Watch this. So this company designs, markets downhole equipment and specialty chemicals. They construct equipment for cementing, and it's all about fracking. That's the bottom line. So this is hit a yearly low today, $4.91. We take a look at this. We put this back. Wow, this is intense. So check this out. This equity was 55 bucks at the height, 2007, crashes to $1.60. 2014 gets to 32 bucks again. Now you're going right after a high volume swing low. Yeah, not a good deal, folks. That's the bottom line. If we go take a look at EOG, so EOG, I believe, is a gas equity. EOG, they develop, produce, market natural gas and crude oil. Okay, so they do both. They're looking for... So EOG, Bill Thomas's teams are scouring southern U.S. for rich drilling targets. This is trading down $2.31. Put this on a weekly. Yeah, this is not a bad-looking stock, actually, the way this is set up. So this is a whole different animal. This is definitely not a Pioneer. When you took a look at EOG, you still have a consolidation in place. Now, this came down hard today. There's no doubt about that. But you get some pretty good support at 91. And right now, you're at 92. We're going to take a look at the rig, I believe, is coming out after the close today. Let me see. Yeah, this is aftermarket today. Rig, this is Transocean. That's trading $875. This has been trying to get off the bottom for quite a while. This does have a 901 maybe you can hit. It's 873. This is another equity that the change in texture of what we do and where we get the oil, this is the ultimate poster child for it. The stock was $163 stock in 08. Hits a low of 845. Right now you're trading at 872. Because their specialty, folks, is deep water drilling. And it's amazing. When we need oil and you need it deep, the amount of money they get for rigs is astronomical. As soon as you don't need it, guess what? They're daily rigs, bang, you don't have nothing. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now, up 38. Nasdaq's down 3. S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Some of the Dow stocks out here, you get American Express up 2 cents. You get Ma Bell down 78. We have Exxon up 23. Citigroup is down 30. Disney's down $2.32. Let's go over and we take a look at the XLF. So the financials right now, you're at $25.29. This is at the top of the range. It's been up here for almost 2.5 weeks right now. First time it got up to the top of the range was July 3rd. what it's trying to do is get over the high that was established on March 2nd. That high is $25.29, and we're right at it. Now, it's dying on the vine up here. That high that we're talking about has 69.4 million shares. We're up at this again with 37 million. The last time we were up here was on the 26th of July, and that was 56 million. Now, what's pretty cool about this is this. This is how you normally do end up with a failure. So what you have is this. You have a high that was established March 2nd, $25.28. Then the XLF falls apart. It goes from 25.29 down to 22.90. That was established on the 13th of April. It takes May, June, July. It takes 3 months to get back to those highs, and you can see the first time you get up there, energy was 75 million. You were going into 69. Well, energy was, oh, that's pretty good, actually. You were going into 69, energy was 75. Today, you're going into it with 37. Big number, big difference. If we put this on a weekly, what you're going to see is that the weekly had 307 million. Then we went into it with 297. Then we went to it with 269. And now we're dealing with it, let's see, we're at Wednesday. So 141 thus far. So bottom line is that it looks like, you're getting back up into that level, and the energy is dissipating. Goldman Sachs continues to have a hard time getting over this consolidation. And this is pretty wild watching it. So the top of the consolidation is 230. Just continues in that consolidation. And Goldman, this is where the heads up comes in the financials. Goldman is the one that actually rang the bell, trading up here at the 255 level. That was on March 31st. It tagged its high going all the way back from 07. So if you put this in a monthly, it's pretty cool what Goldman actually did. The high of 2007 was 250. We had 227 million. We tagged it with 90 million, and it gave it up in spades. That is a classic test. Dramatically lighter volume, closes underneath it, can't handle it. Now the real bottom line is that, will it get in the lower range? Thus far, Goldman has not gotten its lower range. Well, it's tucked its head in there a couple times, but Goldman has to trade under 218 in order to get in its lower range. That would put it down somewhere around the 150 area. JP Morgan, one of the biggest banks out here, of course. JP Morgan, same type of setup, pretty wild. It's wild in the context that the aspect of short-term rates going up is definitely still on the table. The table, though, however, is not set, folks, until March of 2018. When you look at the Fed fund futures rate, that's the first time that it goes over 50%, that the short-term rates will go up another 0.25%. What we are going to be hearing about a lot, and I suspect, let's see, it's August 2nd right now, about another 3 weeks, 2 weeks, you're going to start hearing about the aspect of the budget and the aspect of our debt ceiling. So the way the debt ceiling works is that it has to get expanded, and if it doesn't get expanded, then they got to figure out, okay, what bills they're going to pay, what bills they're not going to pay, because it's going to get expanded. We're not going to default, but they have to get it expanded, and that's where it's going to get intriguing watching the bond market, because what has happened is this, is that this was last week. What had happened is that the 30-day short paper, they had a hard time moving it, and the reason for that is that the people that buy the 30-day short paper, it's not short, it's just short term, 30 days, is that they don't want to get in the middle of the political turmoil that we very well could have. This 30-year bond out here, this 10-year bond and the 30-year bond, bottom line, they want higher price. The yield out here today on the 10 is 2.26. Pretty good. It's still pretty good. You need a mortgage, you need to get it refinanced, go do it, folks. Because what I did find intriguing is that the aspect that, let's see, it was yesterday. Yesterday, Greenspan was on Bloomberg saying that the bond market is in a bubble and that these rates could not sustain themselves, and he thought it was trouble. Now when you take that, it's like I can understand why he's saying it. I don't believe it, and the main reason, folks, is that, so picture something. If you want to see a crash on an extraordinary basis in the stock market, in the real estate market, and every other market in the world, or at least you just turn around and put those interest rates up 3 or 4%, it'd be so fast and furious, including the bill that our own debt service would have to do in the U.S. government. We've been just in a low interest environment for such a long period of time. Yes. Can they go up? Yes. Will they go up? Yes. Will they go up fast? And is it a bubble? I don't think so. What happens with a bubble, by the way, is that you have to have the aspects. So picture what a bubble is. Well, we'll talk real estate. You can talk anything, any type of piece of something. What happens is that you're buying it. You got to sell it to someone else. You got to sell it to someone else. You got to sell it to someone else. And that the only way that you make money is by selling it, right? And then what ends up happening, of course, is that most bubbles are developed by the aspect that we are leveraging up and that we are borrowing way too much money. And so when you're borrowing too much money, we wouldn't have the cash flow to sustain what it is. Okay, so if you stay with me on that one, now watch the bond market. The reason that the bond market, I would say, is not in a bubble is that, number one, you get interest rates on the bonds. More so, though, what you have is that it's the amount of cash that is chasing bonds because there's so much cash. There's cash everywhere, folks, okay? There's plenty of cash everywhere. What it is that people are still paranoid, and they would much rather put cash to work and get, whether it's 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%, than turn around and risk huge amounts of money or any types of money to say, okay, I might get 9%, 10%, 11 to 12%. That's what's going on. So that cash is out there. And the longer that cash is out there and it's huge, the more that bonds will stay low, And as our man Dave White said, and I was thinking the same thing, that he mentioned, exuberance in 1996, and it took another 4 years after that. So, we'll see where it shakes out. What is going to be intriguing, the way the bond market is trading right now, bonds want higher price, which is lower yield. But if we think the 10-year right now, at 2.2, guess what? Don't be surprised in another 6 months and it's a 1.9. You stay right there. We'll be coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2019, 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We go take a look at the NDX. So it looks like NQ, let's go, we'll put up the futures first. As we come into this closeout here, the NQs, they tested the high of Monday, which is the 59.33. Right now, you're at 59.0575. And that also is, if it stays at this particular point by 4:15 Eastern Time, that would be under the low of the 9th, which it took out. So that'll get you in the lower range. So this is going to be intriguing watching this close come in because the bulls, of course, want to keep it over the 59.07 as well as the, well, they're not going to keep it over Mondays. That's a total failure. 59.33. And Apple could have done that. Now, when Apple did come out with its numbers last night, folks, the futures closed at 4:15. So they didn't put the juice into them. But once the NQs did start trading again, Apple put 42 positive points inside the NDX 100. It's going to be interesting watching the close right here because there's going to be a battle on if Apple can hold the high, its last high. Now, it has the volume. So what does happen is this, is that if it doesn't hold the high, you can be right back up there to test that baby again. And the number we're talking about in Apple is about $1 lower than where it is right now. We're at 157.61. The three Qs, that they just don't look like they're going to handle it. The three Qs right now at 143.83. Anything under 143.90 would be a failure. And that's from the downdraft from the 9th. That downdraft from the 9th shows that there's actually sellers in this market. After the closeout here, we're going to get a lot of numbers. One of the big ones that we'll all know is Tesla. Tesla is trading $324. It's up It's up $5 right now. And Tesla, we take this. Let's take a look at this. So, yeah, okay, so this is going to be pretty cool watching this. So, Tesla has, bring this back a little more. Okay, so extraordinary run. If we take a look at Tesla, November of 2016, it's $183. Goes up to 386. 32 million shares. Yeah, Tesla looks to me is going to be lower, man. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be cool watching. Okay, so watch this. Tesla made a high, 32 million shares. Tested the high, 33 million shares. This is volume off the high. Came off the high with 56 million shares, continued lower with 49 million shares, and then did a counter trend bounce with 33. So, you made a high with light volume. You came off the high 2 weeks with monster volume. You went back up with light volume. That's in the Tesla 303. Right now we're at 324. And this thing could be 303, and it can be game, and it very well may be a large ABC down. Because it does have this high volume low at that 303 area. And if it's an ABC down, you're dealing with 386. You're dealing with about 83 points, which is going to get you about 270. So that's going to be exciting to see where that thing shakes out. Because what you definitely do have, no doubt, you get Tesla has a market cap of 53 billion. It's pretty amazing, man. Yeah, and GM has a market cap of 50 billion. And this is what the argument is out here for sure, folks. So GM takes in 149 billion, and Tesla takes in 11 billion. That's pretty intense. So this will be good to see how this shakes out. Now, there's no doubt that what you do have is that how he's ramping up is going to be pretty extraordinary, big time. If we could take a look at, let's look at this one, because I think Fitbit's coming out after the close. Yeah, so Fitbit, this has been a dog extraordinaire. That's trading $5.04. This is an equity that the banks pushed out at $19 in November, and then in June, that was November of, this is amazing, actually. They didn't wait long. So they pushed it out at $19.50. No, they pushed it out, they pushed it out at $20, and that was in June of 2015. They sold 42 million shares. Then they pushed out another 19 million shares at $29. So if we take a look at this, and Fitbit does, okay, so they expect to do $341 million in 3 months, which is great. But the bottom line is that, they're not making money. You have an equity that has got destroyed. Yeah, you've gone from $51 in 1 year. No, 2 years. $51 August of 2 years ago. And right now it looks like it's at 505. There's no reason it can't go to 503. There's no reason that your last high out here is 490. That was on the 22nd. So it looks like more than likely we'll go after that number. And we'll see if that number gets broken away. XAU, the HUI, so we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right now the XAU is pulling back $1. I won't get the volumes on this until 8 o'clock tonight, so we'll see what kind of juice it is on the way back. Gold Bugs Index, HUI, that is trading down $2. And that looks like to me it wants to go to 192 before it wants higher price. Right now we're at 195. Oxy, OXY. So this will be a big one after the close. Occidental's coming in after the close. Occidental Petroleum, that's trading $61. And this, look at these oil stocks have got killed. Whoa, baby. So this is trading where it was trading, look at that, 2007, pretty wild. Okay, so, yeah, this wants lower price. This is going to try to break out its bottom. So 58 is game here. And you know what's happening here? This is going to be pretty intense, because the low of 2008 in Oxy was $38. I don't expect you're going to do a gap to 38. What I do expect, though, you're going to blow out this bottom, which says you're going to go after 58. That is pretty intense just in itself, going after 58. There's no doubt about that. That's just kind of laying out there, and it looks like it wants to go right after that baby. If we go over to the small caps, we take a look at the small caps. Now, the small caps, gave it up on price. The volume's not that heavy, though. Small IWM coming down at 16 million. going into 30. So you stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And after 4, we get 10 more minutes, but after 4, a slew of numbers, folks. Dow Industrials up 39, NASDAQ up 2, S&P's up 1. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Basil Chapman will be giving a 2-series webinar Wednesday, August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Each time the market feels it's ready to have a sharp decline, formerly weak sectors rally to hold the market up. This 2-webinar series will be free for Basil's opening call subscribers, and non-subscribers will also receive his daily newsletter for 1 month free as a trial subscription. Sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter, The Opening Call, and gain access to his subscriber-only webinar on August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018?
Hi everyone, this is Basil Chapman, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my webinar series.
To sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter and gain access to Basil's webinar, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's take a look at the indice volume out here today. And you got to remember, this is the ultimate in window dressing right here today, folks. Right now, you're at 576 million on the NYSE. That looks like it's going to be short volume. They'll throw probably 300 million, so it'll get to 800. It better get to 800. You don't get to 800 and you're at highs, that's really going to be a problem. The Nasdaq's already there. The Nasdaq's at 1.8 billion. So that should get into the 2 billion area, which totally makes sense, by the way, because what you do have is that last 2 days of the month, following 2 days of the month, which we're at right now, bottom line, all that IRA money, pension money, trust money, all of that above comes into the marketplace, and money managers have to put it to use if they want to get paid in it. They don't have to put it to use, but what does happen in the money management world, if you don't put it to use, you do not get paid on cash. What did happen today, which is pretty cool, if you probably heard about it, is that inside the S&P, the S&P has decided that if you have a multiple ownership inside your equities, meaning that you have multiple share classes, you are not going to be able to get in the S&P 500. Now, the ones that have already done it, they got it made. That's the Facebooks of the world, Googles of the world. But guess what? It's going to make a huge difference. The reason it's going to make such a difference is that funds, what it's showing, number one, is that how powerful ETF structures are. Because we are now a market of ETFs, folks. That's what it comes down to. Because picture, if you and I were going public, what you'd want to have done is that, you'd want someone to buy your stock, right? That's the whole reason for going public. That being said, what ends up happening because of passive investing is that if you do get in the S&P, there's plenty of people that don't even know your stock and yet will buy it. So what has happened here is that the ETF structures are going to be getting stronger and stronger and stronger. We've seen that happen specifically, and I've seen stocks get actually smoked in the gold market because of that. And what it is that when they get in the GDX or the GDXJ, which is the juniors, it's awesome because the bottom line is that every time someone buys the GDXJ or the GDX, they have to buy the stock. When they get kicked out of it, guess what? It's a disaster. Because then what ends up happening is that the marketing money, everything above it, the education of why you want to own the stock is individual versus just a passive investment going across all different indices. So that's a big number, and I suspect we're going to see more changes as the S&P and the Russell really realize just how powerful they are. Because what has happened, there's no two ways about that. I remember when iShares first started, and I remember Bob Carver. He knew right off the bat that this was going to be a huge deal. And I remember reading that, and I said, yeah, it would make sense. But needless to say, I don't think, I definitely didn't. I guess it's 20 years later now. But bottom line is that they run. And it totally makes sense, too, because you aggregate it. The money managers themselves, they don't want to manage money. They want to collect money on a continual basis, put it somewhere, and then benchmark it, so that if it's benchmarked, if people are making money or losing money, they're going to try to do it at the same rate of losses or gains. And of course, when have you ever heard a money manager say the market is going to go south? It doesn't happen, folks. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with lots of numbers. Dow Industrials right now up 46, Nasdaq's up 1, S&Ps are up 2. We're going to be right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day to Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate the growling problem with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Lots of numbers coming out after the close here. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials closed up 52 at 22,016.24. NASDAQ flat. S&P's, folks, up $1.50. Gold contract down $6.30, trading at $12.73 an ounce. Silver down 18 cents, $16.57 an ounce. Platinum flat at $9.47 an ounce. Copper $2.88 a pound. Light sweet crude up 37 cents, $49.53 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note flat 126.03. 30-year bond up 4 ticks, 154.05. King dollar down 151 ticks, 92.750. The euro is at 118.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 110.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We are 247.42. Bottom line, you're right at the highs of Monday. Now, you got over them, and you closed underneath them, so that is a failure. So it's about as close as you can get, meaning we got to 247.60. You closed at 247.42. You needed 247.48. You needed 65 million. We'll see where it shakes. The SPY looks to me like it wants to go to 248, which is the high of the 27th. Dow Industrials. Dow closed at another all-time high out here. Dow Industrials got a high going of 22,036. You closed at 22,016. The composite. Now, NASDAQ composite, NDX 100, you definitely have a failure. NDX. We get to a price point of 63.94. You close out at 63.62. And, okay, now the composite. This is where the difference is. The composite is still over the 9th of June, and that's where that basically, that was the high we took out. That being said, if we go over to the QQQs and the NDX 100, I believe it's going to be just a little bit different. Hold on, look, okay, check it out. No, they closed over it. Okay, so the Qs closed at 143.95. Your high on Monday was 144.43. We had volume of 33 million. Well, you did 40 million. So bottom line, you can get higher. We closed over the high of the 9th of June, which is 143.90. We closed at 143.95. And they got it in right at the close here. So this is going to be interesting to see where this shakes out, because what you do have after the close, we have so many equities coming out with numbers, and right now we are trading underneath that again. We closed at 143.95. You're at 143.86. Have to love it. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold? So that's a failure, folks, by the way. Gold contract, what do you have out here? Down 680. You had a price spread today of 12.68 to 12.79. Bottom line, looks to me like gold wants to pull back somewhere into this 12.62 area. And that would, as long as we pull back there on light volume, your next expansion up, I suspect we'll take it up to the 1305, 1307, and more than likely we'll take it over it. Silver, we take a look at the silver contract, what we have with silver, same type of setup in silver. Silver actually is a little clearer that it wants to back down. And I suspect when we get to the dollar index, I'll show you what I'm looking at here. Silver got to a price point today of $16.96. You closed at $16.57. We had 76,000 contracts traded. That level right there was going over the swing of the 29th of June, and it failed. So that's saying that silver can back down somewhere into the 1639 area. We are going to be having a lot of the gold and silver equities coming out with numbers tonight. Bonds out here, they still want higher price. It's pretty amazing, actually. The 10-year down 4 ticks. It was really a sideways move. You did 1.2 million contracts. That baby looks like it wants to go to the 127 area. 30-year, same type of setup. Let's get over to good old King Dollar. So King Dollar, folks, bottom line, has no love, all of the above. Been trying to make a bottom for about a week and a half now. And each and every time it tries to make it, fails. We'll see whether that, if this is it. The volume has been contracting dramatically. Right now, today, we got down to 92,390. You're at 92,760 right now, and we'll see whether that thing can get a bounce. My take is that this thing's going to bounce somewhere into the 95 area. Now, I don't know. I don't know what wants to make it bounce, of course, but buying would make it bounce. It has to do with the aspect that you went from 103 down to 93. You're fast, you're furious, and I still don't like how. Well, I like how the gold and silvers are trading because they traded off the bottom. They traded really nice. The aspect is how they're coming into their swings and how the expansion hasn't been faster and better. And that's what I'd be looking for. After the close out here, if we take a look at the Cirrus Logic first, Cirrus Logic closed at $63.37. This is trading at $61.70 right now. Numbers that they're looking at, let's see what they're saying. So the estimate was 66 cents. They made good money. They made 81 cents. I guess they want to see more. The revenue estimate was $320 million. They did make the 320. We go take a look at Fitbit. Fitbit, it looks like it's going to at least save itself. Fitbit closed at, Fitbit closed at $5. It's trading $5.54. So that's trading up 50 cents. Fitbit, the estimate was a loss of 15 cents. They only lost 8. So they're getting it little by little. Revenue estimate was $341 million. They made $353. So they're taking in some money. There's no two ways about that. Let's see. Has Tesla come out yet? Let's see. Tesla closed at $325. That's trading up $10. That's trading at $336. And let's see what Tesla has to say. So Tesla, they're expecting a share loss of 188. They're losing 133. Cash burn, though, big time. But bottom line, it's higher. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow finished up 52. NASDAQ was flat. S&P's up 1. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Will interest rates continue to rise? For bold trades on U.S. Treasuries, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade TMF or TMV. Directions daily, 20-plus year, bull and bear, 3 times ETFs. Direction leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. And don't forget, folks, Basil's got a great program right here at TFNN every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, tonight at 5 o'clock. My God, that's a beautiful thing. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to be doing a workshop. It's an hour and a half. This is for his subscribers. You can come over right now. You can test drive his newsletter for 30 days, absolutely free. You come in the workshop tonight. You come in the second workshop, which is going to be on August 16th. And Basil's going to be talking about, can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Now, you can come over and sign up, folks. If you can't be here at 5 o'clock, don't worry about it because we have some great technology. We can put it on your page. It'll be on your page for a full 30 days. You can go over it as many times as you like. Basil Chapman, what's going on? You ready to rock and roll?
How are you? Quite something, huh?
Yeah, you ready to rock and roll?
I'm absolutely ready. In fact, can't wait. This is going to be very exciting because we broke into the 22,000 area.
Yeah.
I'm showing you the Dow right now. Look at that. We've got gaps to the upside, got little doji candles, yet the price has gone higher. The MACD, the moving average convergence divergence, is higher. The stochastic's at 95%. And we are looking at a huge divergence between some of the old guard classic stocks in the Dow Jones, and we're looking at a Boeing that takes the market up by itself 300 points or more. This is really a fascinating period, and I think that this is such a timely moment to be looking at the different sectors, and then to be looking at the sectors in terms of which stocks are holding well within the sectors, and then deciding if there are going to be shorts. In other words, if we're expecting certain stocks to come down,
yes,
what would be the entrance for the shorts, and why would one look at those shorts? Because it has to be thematic. So, for instance, for anyone who's already signed up for my course, they will know that today we went short a particular stock in the auto sector, and this is a stock. LAD is the symbol. It is Lithia Motors, It's auto showrooms. They sell cars.
Okay.
But it's in more remote areas. But because the number of cars sold this year, I think it was 17 million last year. It's going to be less this year because there's really a contraction in the sales, from what I can understand. Less rentals, fewer cars. So I thought this fits exactly right. Why? Because it made a peak D in the Chapman wave at 109.42 back on the 28th, a few days ago. It's in leg D in the weekly chart, and the technicals were starting to deteriorate. And it turns out it's in a leg D in the monthly chart. So what I'm trying to do here is try to put the technical analysis together, and it dropped almost 3 points. At one point, it was down even more. So this is kind of what we're looking at. We want to be in areas that have had big rallies but aren't able to sustain it. So that's what we're going to be looking at tonight. What areas should hold up, and is it possible that from June or it was really the summer of 2010, almost every time the market has been ready for a pullback, and by any stretch of the imagination, the market, almost all the indices are quite stretched right now. But do we see that continuous rotation where just a handful of stocks move to the upside to counter? It's almost like I'm always thinking of the scales of justice. You've got the one side and you've got the other side.
Yes.
And that kind of equilibrium is what's happened in consolidation. So that the term I've used is we've had a lot of high-level consolidations. In other words, there's not been a real breakdown for strong double-digit declines. And this is what we'll be trying to analyze to say, is it possible this time that we're running out of sectors to hold the market? And yet even today, where there was every indication that Apple alone would be the one to try to drag the market up, the market held on, and there were a number of Dow stocks that were very weak, and yet there were just enough to see the Dow up 52 points in a day when all the other indices were weak. So it's really a terrific time to be looking at.
Apple put 48 of that 52 positive in it.
That's right. You see, but you look at the Dow. The news is going to say the Dow was up 52 points, right, all-time high.
Right.
So that's the dichotomy. That's the difficulty that people are having, saying, wait. The market seems to be pulling back. My stocks are not doing all that well, yet the market's up. Well, that's what we're going to be looking at tonight. What is going on? And what's exciting about this is that I start the webinar tonight in another, 35 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And then every weekday, even over the weekends, I send out the charts. So we're looking at charts all the time. We're looking at the patterns that are being shown right now. We're looking at what's weak and what's strong, and we'll start setting up. We've already tried to set up some positions, individual positions, and those positions we'll be monitoring every single day based on the Chapman Wave methodology. And then we wrap it up in 2 weeks' time with another 1.5 hour webinar to say what's working, what's not working. And by then we're into the middle of August, and the candlesticks, you can see when I go to the Dow chart right now, you'll see that there's a big difference. The Dow monthly chart is in a leg E. It made a new high this month. That's just 2 days, and it's made a new high. S&P has so far lagged and hasn't. It's gone to a leg D, and it hasn't gone above 2484, the all-time high. So I'm looking at these. I'm looking at the QQQ series in the monthly. It's only in a leg C, and that says, the Qs are kind of as if they're ready to pull back. But the monthly chart says, looking out, there could still be higher highs. One of the sectors that we're looking at for the short side is the SMH, the Market Vector Semiconductor Index.
Okay.
It led the market up into the June 9th high. It led the Qs and all the other indices, and then led the Qs and the other indices down to the July 3rd low, and now it's failing. It's not making a new high. The Qs made the new high. The SMHs did not. So I'm looking at this, I'm saying, okay, there's another chink in the armor. Let's follow this very closely. So we're going to be going through these so that subscribers really get a sense of what's working, what's with the XLF, which made a new recovery high for a leg D. Not a great looking chart, but it's certainly moved higher. So we're going to be discussing this in terms of what's working, what's not. Is there a chance that even with being overbought, the market holds up long enough into 2018 without breaking down, or are we going to see fewer and fewer sectors participate? That's what we'll be discussing over the next 2 weeks, certainly starting tonight.
And so, folks, the way you can come in this webinar, you come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see right on the front page. You're going to see our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. You'll see his great little picture right there. you hit that button, the opening call, two-series webinar, August 2nd and the 16th. You're going to get 3 hours of instruction, great instruction. You're going to get a full month of the newsletter, and you're test driving it, folks. It's absolutely free. So you have everything to win on this deal. And as I said a little bit earlier, if you can't make it live, it's okay. Bottom line, we're going to put it right on your page. It'll be on the page, the first one probably tomorrow morning. You can take a look at it. You can go over it as many times as you want. You are going to want to go over it because just as Basil was saying, actually, is that when Basil does send out his newsletter and goes over that, you're going to get a real good understanding of how the Chapman wave works and what Basil is giving to you each and every day. Basil, look forward to it. We got all of 30 minutes. It's a beautiful day.
Good. Looking forward to it. Thank you, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back with a lot more numbers. There's a slew of numbers out here today. Dow finished up 52. NASDAQ was flat. S&Ps are up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow Industrials finish 22,016.24.
That's an important number.
A big number. It's going to be a big number. Well, it's a big number today. We'll have a different number tomorrow, probably a different indice tomorrow. But if you come over to our web page of TFNN, folks, you're going to see right on the front page, we are doing a Facebook promotion this month. Every day this month, we're giving away $5,000 in prizes in August. And so the way this contest shook out today, this gets pretty interesting.
Yeah, so we had, and we'll just click around as we go. So here's, if people want to enter, they can go right on the front page. They click through here. So today's prizes we're playing for: first place, a month subscription to the Gold Report. Second place, a copy of your book. Third place, Think or Swim mouse pad, and we had a random drawing. So jumping over then, you click here. That brings you right over to...
When we say, okay, so you're going to click... If you go to TFNN, I'm just figuring that people that are driving...
Go for it. Definitely. Please slow it down. I like it.
So at TFNN, folks, you're going to see that you'll see a big Facebook promotion. There's going to be a link there that you can click, right?
And really, it's a link just to get you the quickest, fastest way over to our Facebook page, right? So you can also go right over to Facebook. Just search TFNN in the search bar. You'll come over to our TFNN.com Facebook page. You'll see the post for the day. Here's today's post that we're looking at right now. And we'll scroll down. Here are all the guesses we had, right? Guesses coming in.
And the guess was for the close of the Dow Industrials today.
Yes.
We did that yesterday. We did that today.
Correct. And so the Dow closed 22,016.24.
Yeah.
And the winner for today, Lulu Frost, coming in at 2217.22.
Pretty close.
Under a point.
I know.
0.98.
That's
so
amazing.
Congratulations to Lulu Frost. They were there. There's their guess. We got it circled right there. 1722. There's their guess, sure enough. Lulu Frost coming in second. J.C. Clark, 22,010.50. So under 6 points away. They'll get a copy of your book, JC. And third place, Fidel Zelaya, 22,025 on the dot.
Right. And he did that at 10 o'clock, 10:25 this morning.
10:25 this morning. So you don't need to get in there right at the end. You can see when people are in there guessing 6 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Lots of guesses early in the morning. There's J.C. Clark's guess, a winner. And then random drawing in there, we had Mr. Larry Tebbe, I believe, a T-E-B-B-E, coming in from the random drawing. Now, even the winners that choose 1, 2, 3, everybody gets entered into the random drawing for the Constitution. So we may have one of these days where one of the top 3 gets a Constitution too.
Good.
But so congrats to Larry, and great day, great guesses by everybody. We only, within a point, not bad.
No, it's huge.
Yeah.
And so tomorrow, folks, it's either going to be the NASDAQ or the S&P probably.
That's right. We're going to choose one of them, NASDAQ or S&P, cash closing, right? Not the futures.
Right, cash closing.
Cash closing.
Right.
And you got to get your guesses in by 3:30, but fire it off sometime during the day. You don't got to wait because you know what? They're free. We're going to have a guess every single day. So just head over to our Facebook. And like I was saying to you during the break too, it's not just about the competition. You should be over there and liking our page anyway, because what else we have in there is, guess what? There we are right now. We're streaming our program. Pretty cool. So what are we going to do? We're going to have a program within a program within a program, right? It's going to be all these. So we live stream a lot of what we do. We post all the archives, okay? So let's scroll down. There's Mr. David White, okay?
Yeah.
So if you want to check out our archives, Mr. Steve Rhodes. There's Mr. Basil Chapman coming up at 5 o'clock. And there we were this morning, So
that's pretty cool.
So it is, people, if you ever have problems for whatever reason, a lot of times you might have something on your own end. You can't access the archives.
Right.
Everything's right here. We stream it live, and we're actually putting together a page right now. We had a few people have problems with their enabling Flash, right? We got a page coming out,
including me.
Yeah,
right.
no, it's a common problem.
Right.
And guess what though? They can watch it on Facebook. Isn't that intriguing? How good Facebook has gotten with really delivering even their own live video, where it'll stream in here. So check it out, TFNN. Get on over there. You can like our page, and then we'll have a post up there. Same thing tomorrow morning. It's going to look just like this, but it will tell you exactly what market we're going for.
Cool.
There we go.
And so let's go over and we'll take a look at good old Tesla. So
that was as I was getting set up. I couldn't help but say, "Where's Tesla trading?"
So Tesla closed at 325, folks. It's trading 333. So you're up $8. And it was intriguing, there's basically 2 out of, 2 out of every 10 shares a shot on the stock.
Okay, yeah, big.
And let's see what Tesla has to say. So
I believe they only lost $1.30 versus $1.80 being expected for their loss.
Right. So that's market live. Well, maybe that's a good one to grab. Let's see what they're saying, if we can get some of that. So Elon Musk warns that gross automotive margins will tumble below 20% in the third quarter. That's what happens when you staff up big volume and slowly walk your way into building more cars. Well, they're already losing money, so.
Okay, also, mind the operating cash flow. Tesla will burn $200 million in operations in the quarter, compared with just under $70 million in the same quarter a year ago. So, I mean, they were already getting labeled a year ago as just burning money, right? And they only they only went through $70 million. They went through $200 million.
Right.
Also, I saw in here, though, they have 1,800 people a day reserving their Model 3 since they announced it.
That's intense.
Yeah, which is, and you know what's really interesting is that I didn't reserve one. But I was on their website. Remember I told you, I actually went to their website, looked at the process, because reserving it for $1,000 when you can get that $1,000 back in a year, if you actually plan on buying it, you know, not just to put it there for nothing. But yeah, see where they go.
Okay, so in short, Musk is really pushing his vision now, and will cost money. He has $3 billion on hand and should be able to stave off a capital raise for a while. Yeah, what is a while? $200 million a quarter. Right. That's $800 million.
It's like
3
years.
That's if he stays at that.
$800 million a year.
And a big company like that probably has to have over $1 billion in the pocket. You wouldn't want to get that shot. Do you know what I mean?
When you're burning through that kind of money, yeah. I mean, you probably want. That's just a year of cash flow to put it.
Yeah, exactly. And you're not going to want that because you never know when cash gets tight again.
Quite a year it's been. Those shares, where they're there. Shares of Tesla have certainly seen a big move here. Assuming after hours it stays where it is right now. Yeah. Stock's up more than 55% this year.
And it hit the all-time high in June. Yeah. But 55% in 1 year. That's incredible.
That is incredible.
I was looking at this. So when you look at the
cash balance slightly over $3 billion.
And when you look at the aspect, this is what really blows people's minds. There's no doubt. You look at the aspect. So you get a $53 billion
company,
market cap, right? That's a company that only takes in $11 billion.
Sure.
Okay. Now watch.
They're projecting that to change, though.
Oh, no doubt. But then you go to GM.
Yeah.
And GM is a $50 billion market cap.
Sure.
And they take in $150 billion.
Sure. Yeah.
And and GM makes money.
Right. No.
$6.15.
That's quite an earnings. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, it is.
But we all know, electric cars are. That's the future.
Yes.
There's why would you get gasoline?
No getting around that, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I think it's funny that, like, they're quiet. That it's like, but their acceleration is amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
We're just so used to gas, and it's a combustion engine. Combustion. Boom.
Right.
Boom, things
boom,
are
boom.
right. Yeah.
What are people gonna do? How are you gonna get a muscle car, man? Jeez.
Something tells me that they're going to be around for a while still. Because
muscle cars are definitely going to be around.
Exactly.
Actually, muscle cars will probably be worth more money once all the electric cars are around, right?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
No doubt.
You got it.
Okay, folks, so listen, if you're in your car, don't forget, tomorrow morning, this will be up tomorrow morning.
Yep. All you got to do is search TFNN right in Facebook.
Right.
That'll get you to our page. Like our page, get over there, find the post, or just find it right on the front page of TFNN.com.
Beautiful thing. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow finished up 52, NASDAQ flat, S&P's up $1.50. Right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Basil Chapman will be giving a 2-series webinar Wednesday, August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018? Each time the market feels it's ready to have a sharp decline, formerly weak sectors rally to hold the market up. This 2-webinar series will be free for Basil's opening call subscribers, and non-subscribers will also receive his daily newsletter for 1 month free as a trial subscription. Sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter, The Opening Call, and gain access to his subscriber-only webinar on August 2nd and Wednesday, August 16th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. Can sector rotation buoy the market into 2018?
Hi everyone, this is Basil Chapman, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at my webinar series.
To sign up for a 30-day free trial to Basil's daily newsletter and gain access to Basil's webinar, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Okay, let's go. We get Cheesecake Factory. That closed at $47.13. That's just trading flat right now, so no action there. Their earnings... So they were looking for 78 cents. They did 78 cents. The second quarter comp sales, though, were down 0.5%. Nothing heavy there. The DDD, which is 3D Systems, that closed at $17. That's trading $15.50. Let's see what they have going here. Now, this used to be a high flyer, and it's just getting smoked. Their revenue, the estimate was $162 million. They came in with 159. The estimate was 12 cents earnings. They come in with 8. And this is 3D printing. The low for the year is $11. The high is 23. That being said, we take this and you pull this back a bit. And this was a rocket ship that came back to Earth. Okay, so check this out. This is pretty intense. And 2011, the stock's at $8.50. One-way trade. It goes up to $97 and then comes off the high with monster volume and just goes straight down. $97, hit a low of $8.60. Pretty intense. I mean, really intense. No doubt about that. We go take a look at tablet software. This closed at $64. This is analytical software. This is trading right now at $68. That's trading up $4. This equity, let's see, was it all-time highs anyway? No, it wasn't all-time highs. No, this is equities down from $1.30. You're at 64, not even close, actually. Let's see what they have to say. So, their revenue estimate was $210 million. They made $212. They thought they were going to lose 5 cents a share, and they actually made 10 cents. So not bad. In the gold mining sector, let's go over to McEwen Mining. McEwen just come out with numbers. That closed at $250. It's trading $250. Let's see what... there we go. Okay, McEwen Mining, second quarter, continued. Let's see, second quarter, where is she? As of yet, the company reported a net loss of $1.7 million or 1 cent a share, and had a negative net cash flow of $4.1 million or 1 cent a share. Continued investments in exploration and project development, particularly related to the updated PEA on Las Alaris copper project, and the advancement of our gold project continues towards construction. During the quarter, McEwen Mine achieved consolidated production of 32,584 gold equivalent ounces. The Alguelo mine produced 9,780 equivalent gold ounces and reported earnings from operations of $6.8 million. The San Jose mine produced 22,804 gold equivalent ounces and reported mining operational earnings of $4.1 million. AIG, let's go take a look at AIG. This is the big insurer. That closed at $65.90. That's trading $66.65. And let's see what they have to say. The earnings estimate was $1.20. They made $1.53, so big number there. No two ways about that. Let's see, the... can't get enough other numbers. Second quarter profit, which excludes some investment results, was $1.53, beating the $1.20 estimate of 16 analysts. Let's go take a look at the, let's see, Fitbit. Fitbit, that's barely surviving, but it did take in more money. It's trading up almost 10%, actually. It closed at 507, trading 540. That's a stock that has actually got killed pretty much. Let's see if RIG come out yet. Transocean. Transocean closed at 863. That's trading 870, so that's not doing much. Okay, so they are coming out, but look at this. They come out and they beat, but bottom line, the market is not talking about it. They're not buying it. So the estimate for the operating profit, folks, let's see. Second quarter revenue is $751 million. The estimate was $714. So that came in way over, and it just didn't do anything for it. Pretty amazing. Revenue efficiency, they're saying that it's at 97%. I'm not sure what revenue efficiency is at. Now, rig utilization, that would be like us owning houses and apartments and renting them, okay? Bottom line is that is low. You're at 44%. So they're talking about 56% of their rigs are not used. The second quarter loss per share is $4.32. So that's a big number. Let's go to Benny in Clearwater. Hey, Benny, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for taking the call.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
Okay, IBM through Tuesday, right, for the dividend.
Okay.
Could you take a look at it and tell me what you think right now today?
Sure. So, what, they pay a dividend next Tuesday?
Well, you got to have it Tuesday.
Right, okay.
To get to,
I see, okay, yeah, it's the 8th. I got it, for the $1.50, okay. So, IBM pays a gross yield of $4.15%. So, what he's looking at is that, okay, is it going to be worth it? Yeah, I wouldn't hold it. Man, this is not good. Yeah, all right, interesting. Now, this is an ABC down, man. It broke a B point, broke it with volume. This is going a lot lower. 182, you get 50, you got 33 bucks. You got 123. This wants to go to a low. I wouldn't hold that thing, man. Yep.
I'm just looking for the next 3 days, though, Tom.
Oh.
As you know.
Okay.
And I just thought it seems that they, the infamous they, have held it only about 60 cents above Thursday's low.
Okay.
And
listen, I understand what you're saying, but you're talking a $1.50 dividend, and you're talking that the stock just went down in 18 trading hours, $10. 3 days, just went down $10.
And so you're telling me is dip your toe, but venture capital only, huh?
No, I'm saying this just wants lower price to make $1.50, and this thing can go to 125 in a heartbeat. Is like why waste $1.50 on $144 stock? Period. Right? I mean, that's,
all right, Tom. I appreciate it. That's why I wanted to get some insight.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. If you want to, if you're looking for dividends, where I would go looking for dividends is I would go over, and if you're gonna, I would go over that oil sector. It's got killed, and they pay monster dividends, man. And then let me just look at the telephone companies, because the telephone Verizon pays, what, a 4% dividend. That's up a little too high right now, but there's better dividend stocks for sure that have got smoked that you're still going to get your dividend, that you don't have a risk of like $10 or $20 losing for a couple of days. Do you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. And, of course, don't forget, you're getting Basil's webinar right now. Just come to TFNN.com. Sign up right now. Going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Marathon Oil, which is MRO. Marathon closed at $12.04. That's trading $12.30. Numbers go like this in Marathon. So their loss was 17 cents. They expect, let's see. So they expected a loss of 15, and they did 17. That being said, they beat on revenue. So let's see how this shakes out, because they're bidding it up. That's the bottom line. Okay, so Marathon Oil reported second quarter loss, net loss of $139 million or 16 cents a share. The adjusted net loss was $145 million or 17 cents a share. Let's see what else they say. Resources. Eagle production up sequentially with fewer wells to sales due to outstanding new well performance. Top 10 wells to sales had a 30-day average of 2,340 board, 69% oil. Evidently, that's pretty good. They ended the quarter with $2.6 billion in cash on their balance sheet. Bottom line is that you do have it trading up 30 cents. And don't forget, folks, tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing this all month. And what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be having Guess the Close on our Facebook page. What we'd love you to do is come over to TFNN on Facebook. So on Facebook, you just hit search TFNN. You're going to see it every day pinned to the top of the page. Tomorrow, what we're going to have is that we're going to have either the S&P or the NASDAQ close. You have all day to, well, first off, you like the page. Then you, in the comment section, put what you think it's going to close at. And all the prizes are listed per day right on the front page, well, right on the Facebook page also. So we really do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And as Tommy and I were just talking about, what does happen, folks, is that the programs, all the archives are on the Facebook page, all the above. So you can just kind of scroll through there, whatever show that you like. You can hit the show, listen to the show as much as you want. And see what's happening inside the marketplace. Slew of numbers out here. No two ways about it. Big numbers out here today. And bottom line, you get summer trading. Thursday, though, there'll be action out here tomorrow because Monday, Friday, things slow down. A lot of numbers coming out tomorrow morning again. And we did, there's going to be some action out here because you get the yin and the yang. You get, you had Cirrus Logics. That baby's trading down. Tesla's trading up. You got them all over the place out here. What is going to be intriguing, no doubt, is that no matter where they're trading right now, will they be able to stay up there? Now, in Tesla's case, Musk must be doing a phenomenal job on the conference call because Tesla just went from being up $7 to being up $20. Right now, it's trading at $343. It was at $333. Well, let's see. Yeah, it's up $18 right now. So bottom line is that they do have a conference call that's going on live right now, and whatever he's saying on that conference call, they're digging. There's no doubt about that. Tesla says, well, I see what's happening. He's getting, right now, this is kind of live if you're looking at my screen. What's going on is that now he's getting into the aspect of what's going on with Solar City, how many megawatts that it's been pushing out, and how many more he thinks it can push out. So they got a lot of electricity going. No two ways about that. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you. Go have a blast with it, folks. Thanks for being here. I look forward to speaking to you right back here tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Well, go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.